Okay, first of all, the saddest thing happened today. Went to go do this live, got a really cute corner set up with my chair, grabbed my ring light because you guys know I love to have good lighting, so I should probably actually shift this lamp closer here. And the holder on my phone snapped and broke, so my husband kindly offered to super glue it for me, but I'm just going to order a new one. Anyway, I wanted to come on and do a mini training about ways that you can heighten your brand awareness. And brand awareness ultimately is what's going to lead to more sales and increased profit for your business. So there's a lot of things out there about brand awareness, brand visibility, brand authority, all those things. Basically, what that means is getting not just any eyeballs, but your ideal client, your audience, your customer, your client's eyeballs on your brand's content. That could be on your website, on your Instagram, it could be on your emails, say you're running ads, pretty much any of the marketing channels, video, getting them to watch. That is brand awareness, where they're engaging with your content when they know you exist, they're engaging with your content, they're considering working with you, and you're eventually moving them down your funnel to work with you. So that's the funnel, right? Brand awareness leads to brand engagement, moving them into some sort of sale, and then closing at a hopefully higher ticket price. But in order to even build that brand awareness, there's a few things you need to do. So I'm going to give you three high level tips on how you can heighten your brand awareness. So if you're tuning in later, please feel free to add your specific questions. I'm going to ask you a few questions at the end too. So I would love to have your response of like, are you doing these things? So if you're catching the replay, do hashtag replay and let me know in the comments. And if you're catching this live, welcome. Thanks so much for joining. Today, we're going to be talking about ways to build brand awareness, which ultimately will help you increase your sales and your profit, which that's the point of being in business. So the first way that you can heighten your brand awareness is to get really, really clear and be in tune with who your audience is. Now, I know that sounds kind of basic level, right? Like level 101. Yeah, know who your audience is. But what I want you to not just know, oh yeah, I work with women entrepreneurs, I work with health and wellness professionals, or I work with online coaches and service providers. So that's me. I work with a lot of online coaches and service providers, really in any industry, because video marketing is needed in all of it. But I want you to get really clear on who your audience is and to have a clear strategic focus. So that is number one, be in tune with your audience and have a clear strategic focus. The second thing that you need to do to build that brand awareness is to have clear messaging. Look, I'm going to tell you things that are going to sound like, okay, Liz, yeah, we know all this, but I actually, the reason I want to bring this up isn't just because I just want to tell you like, oh yeah, you need to have these things, but it's more so that you can almost take a step back and evaluate what you're putting out. Are you in tune? Is your message clear enough? Here's a really good, for instance, can anybody, maybe never met you before, can they come to your website or your Instagram page or your Facebook community? And can they instantly know what it is that you do, how you help people, specifically who you work with? And will they, with a little bit of investigation, but not a lot, can they easily figure out what problem you specifically address and how they can work with you? A lot of people say like, oh yeah, I feel really, really good about my brand message. I'm showing up online. I'm posting consistently. Like I talk about what I do, but a few things that I see oftentimes is that the message actually isn't clear. You're trying to say too much, or you're doing it in too flowery of language or too high level, that unless people are already in your circle and they know like, okay, yeah, attraction marketing, like not a lot of people know actually what attraction marketing is. So when I break it down and just say, so attraction marketing is essentially using storytelling to gain new leads to your business. Okay, that's a little bit clear. So is your message clear? And does it, going back, because remember, point number one was being in tune with your audience. So is your message in tune with your audience? Does your message use words that they use? Let's take it down to a super elementary level. My daughter is 3 years old and she loves cookies, right? All kids love cookies. And we actually just for her birthday got her this set. It's a cookie baking set for her little kitchen. And the other day I said, hey, Nora, let's go make some cookies. And I was thinking, let's go play with your fake kitchen. And she was thinking, let's go get the flour and sugar out and actually bake and get chocolate chips, which she loves to do. So I just explained, oh, hey, actually, let's go do this. And she was fine. But that's a really, really good example of saying something as simple as like, let's go bake cookies means two different things to different people. So make sure, so far, just to recap, hey, welcome to CEO Home. So glad you're here. To recap, we're talking about how to heighten brand awareness and how ultimately greater brand awareness will lead to more sales and profit, which is why we're in business. So the first thing to do, just to recap so far, is to be in tune with your audience and have a clear strategic focus. The second thing is to have a clear message. And again, using the words that your audience uses in a message that will align with them. And the goal is so that somebody could come in, a total stranger to your brand can come in at through any of your marketing channels, be it Instagram, your website, Facebook, LinkedIn, all of the social platforms, your email marketing, any video that they may watch. And within seconds, they can easily tell what it is that you do, who you serve, and what pain points you can solve for them. So that is like the ultimate goal with marketing and branding yourself. And then the third way that you can build brand awareness is by having consistency. And I'm talking consistency in when and how you show up, consistency in the things that you say. And those are micro, when you think about like, even like I'm showing up on Instagram right now, that is a touch point with you. That is a touch point with the people that I want to work with. And your touch points need to look and feel consistent to how it would be in real life when people actually work with you. And it needs to be consistent enough so that you are in their ear and in their inbox or in, their world on a consistent enough basis that they think of you instantly. When people think of attraction marketing and video marketing, they instantly think of me. That is the goal, because you could show up every day, but if you're not in tune with your audience and your message is not clear, that will leave you just basically being noise in a space that is already quite crowded. So when you're talking about consistency across all your marketing platforms, the main buckets that I work with my clients on are video, email marketing, and social media. So what is the message, the story, the marketing content that you are creating? Does it actually meet your audience, your ideal client, where they are at? Does it speak to the issues or maybe challenges that they are facing? And is it presented in your brand voice, in a way that backs up your brand mission, your vision, your values, that whole brand experience? Because remember, every time you put out a piece of content, it is a micro touch point with your brand. So to recap this so far, hi Lottie, thanks for joining. Good afternoon to where you are. To recap, we're talking about heightening brand awareness because that eventually will lead to increased sales and profit, which is why we're in business. So the first thing to do, number one, be in tune with your audience and have a clear strategic focus. The second thing is getting a clear message. And then the third thing is consistency in those touch points. So when you implement 1, 2, and 3, that will lead to more sales because people are going to know who you are. They're going to associate you with the thing that they need, the person they need to go to, the brand they need to work with. You become synonymous with not only maybe the issue that they're experiencing, but also with the solution that they want and that they desire. So that is like primo. That's the position you want to get into to be able to move somebody down your funnel into a sale. And then eventually, obviously, selling in a way that will increase your profit. And you do that, you can make sure that you're profitable by refining your product and service suite. So helping you get clear on your brand strategy, figure out what stories you need to be telling to create that solid brand experience, and refining your product suite so you can gain and convert more leads are all things that I specialize in when I work with my clients. So whether that's in a one-on-one capacity or in my attraction marketing accelerator, which doors are closing to that at the end of next week. So if you're interested, just drop a comment below and I'd love to talk to you. But I want you to think about, okay, if I start implementing 1, 2, and 3, that will eventually lead to more sales or more leads, more sales, and greater profit. So questions for you. Are you in tune with your audience? Can they land on really any piece of your brand in the digital or in the physical space if you're a product-based business? And can they immediately know what it is that you do, who you serve? And are you doing that consistently enough so that you become synonymous with the solution that they need? So drop your questions below. I would love to know what your sticking points are when it comes to brand awareness. And one thing I hear all the time is, well, Liz, like I'm showing up on Instagram a lot and I'm seeing the same people like my posts. I'm seeing the same people watch my stories, the same people who click on when I vote, and it's the same people who open my emails every single time. It's the same people who watch my videos, but they're not converting, or those people aren't actually turning into eventual clients. Or even engaging with their brand on a deeper level. So that's where we would go through and do what I call like a really great high level creative direction marketing breakdown, where we're going to analyze what's working and what's not. That is another important thing that I would encourage you to do. Okay, so if you're listening to the replay, drop your questions below. Thanks for tuning in live. That's all that I have for you guys today on this topic of brand awareness. And again, if you are looking for greater support, you want help increasing your profit and sales, you want help attracting the right clients to you, you want to use video, email, and social media marketing to make a bigger impact in your community and in your business, then AMA would be a great opportunity for you to start gaining some of those skills and to get the roadmap to move forward. Alrighty, I hope you have a wonderful Friday. Drop your questions and I will talk to you all soon.